For a cup of coffee today, we have another encounter by Mrs. Y, and that is Yates's wife. And this was when Ms. Yates was living in Russia. In the mid-90s, she was working with a Smile Specialist computer company where she was a technician and was involved with advertising as well. In the same city was a feature magazine group that put out monthly editions similar to National Geographic stuff. The company would send a copy of each new magazine to their advertisers. One magazine featured a photo of a place where Ms. Yates and her friends would go camping when she was a teenager in the Pioneers, which was similar to the Scout movement. When she made the next visit to do an advert, she met the photographer who took the photo. They went into his office and he told her the photo he put forward for that issue was rejected on sensitive grounds and another put in its place. This is what he told her. The area was 5 hours away from the city in a vast wooded area. It had been the scene of a fierce battle between German and Soviet troops where many hundreds were killed on both sides. He had come across some old photos taken during and after the fighting. He and his assistant traveled there to get modern photos to compare with the old ones. They took 35mm cameras plus a 6x4 plate camera because of its high-resolution properties needed for magazine publication. They eventually found the area that seemed to be that of the old photos. They took 6 plate photos and several rolls of 35mm. Back at work after their 2-day camp, they developed what they had. The 35mm negatives were as expected, but 2 of the plates looked less than crisp. They printed the plate photos, and the 2 fuzzy ones took them by surprise. Both had distinct images of soldiers on them, but both were different from each other. They put them on an overhead projector and displayed them on a screen. One clearly showed about 8 German soldiers just standing by the undergrowth and looking at the camera, and the other showed 3 soldiers, one kneeling and 2 at his side, once again looking at the camera as if posing. This one wasn't clear whether they were German or Soviets. All were clearly war-torn, with their uniforms in tatters and stubble growth on their faces. He then showed Mrs. Y the colored prints. Trees in the background were broken and shattered. These are the ones the magazine regarded as too sensitive to include. That is just absolutely incredible. Ms. Y, thank you. Yates, thank you so much. There's lots of things as far as battle fields. I know that Gettysburg in the United States here, that is one of the ones that is reportedly very, very haunted. That's an incredible story, and I wish that the photographer had made the plate photos available. I don't know if if Ms. Y was able to see that or what, but for those to be discounted and the ones with the broken trees, I don't know. And maybe he thought that other people would just see the blurry photographs on the plate, the plate photographs, that they wouldn't see the actual images of the soldiers. And I guess that they were very sensitive about, you know, any kind of area that has undergone within recent memory, active combat. Yeah, that sort of has a tendency to remind people of really bad things. There's a lot of nerves that are afraid. We are haunted within ourselves by tragedies. And so I don't know that those ghosts ever go away. You just learn to live with them. But Ms. Y, thank you so much. Yates, hug your beloved wife for me. If you have any supernatural, paranormal, UFO, anything like that, Bigfoot, yeah, I'll do the Bigfoot and the skinwalkers and all that. If you have encounters that involved substances, those experiences, those do interest me. I am not making any kind of judgment for or against substance use, because that's an individual thing. And Joe and I had a bit of a conversation in the comments section, and that can open doors. And for some people, you never know what's standing on the other side, so be cautious with those. But if you have those experiences, send all that stuff to me. And if you just need someone to listen to you, send me an email at cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And you all have a beautiful, blessed day.